What's up guys, in today's video we'll be looking at how to actually get the guy you like as a lady, and I want to approach this from a point where it helps you to position yourself well to make sure that that guy you like, you get to be with him. So if you're interested, keep watching. In today's video, I'll be looking at it from two different aspects. I'll be addressing it from a personal standpoint where you have to do the work yourself, and then where you have to position yourself to make sure that you get to attract the guy that you want. But I want to make this disclaimer that what I'm going to be discussing with you in this video probably might not get you the guy exactly, but this is not to encourage you, but because at the end of the day, I believe that it also boils down to the guy's decision. That's what I mean by that, because you can do all this, but the guy who doesn't genuinely actually like you probably might not make the move. And I want to let you know that there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay, because at the end of the day, even when guys pursue ladies, there are some ladies that turn them down, and there's some ladies that give them chance to actually get to know them and everything. So similar thing can apply to a woman trying to position herself in a way that a guy that she likes probably might see her and then ask her out, or might see her but then option not to ask her out, or option not to do the right thing. So, but one thing I also want to clarify is that in this video, I'm not going to tell you to pursue the guy, in the sense that I'm not going to tell you to ask him out, because the only time I believe a woman should express her feelings to a guy in plain words like "I like you" is when you guys have been friends for a long time. And when I say when you guys have been friends for a long time, I mean that I've actually gone through almost every stage of friendship, that both of you are like be almost best friends. At this point, I believe that there's a level of proximity, there's a level of closeness that both of you have right now, that you should be able to actually communicate that to that person. And also knowing fully well that even if that person doesn't feel the same way, they're not gonna go out there talking about it or making you look like you're desperate or all those kind of stuff that most women are scared of. So that's the only time I'll tell you to actually openly tell a guy that you like him. So every other thing I'll be discussing with you in today's video is gonna be things that you can do to put yourself in the right place or in the right positions to get that guy you like. So let's dive into today's points. The first thing that I want you to know is to know your worth, because this is the most important thing. Because I have heard a lot of times ladies say things like, well, if I get to do this, then he might take me for granted. The truth is that if you know your worth, no human being on this earth will ever take it for granted. I used to say it this way: you should be able to get to a point in your relationship that you can walk away. Not necessarily because you want to walk away, but because you know that when you are disrespected, you have what it takes to walk away. So when you're doing everything that we're going to be talking about in today's video, and that guy tried to take you for granted or try to make you look like you're crazy or try to make you look like you're desperate, it's your personal worth, it's your personal value, it's you knowing yourself that will let you know that that guy is even the wrong guy for you to be with, because they cannot handle that situation with maturity. It shows that that's not the kind of person you will want to be with, because there are so many other things they probably will not be handling with maturity when it comes to relationship, marriage, family, and everything. The second thing is to always look your best and to feel your best. In the sense, you have to make sure that you are dressing well. You have to make sure that you are approachable. You have to make sure that you are one of those people that take care of their hygienes. You brush your teeth, you make your hair, you do every basic thing you want to do. Because remember, what we're saying is that you want to put yourself in the best position to this guy. So you want to make sure that you're looking your best, you're dressing your best. You have a close male friend, you can ask them what they think about that. I'm not saying you should change who you are, but just make sure that you are smelling good, that you are dressing well, that you are taking care of yourself and your environment. So the last thing when it comes to what you have to do is to make sure that you're actually a fun person to be with. Because if you're not fun to be with, if no one wants to be around you, if nobody likes you, if you're rude, if you're careless and all that, nobody will want to be with you, even if you come into the environment and everything. So you want to make sure that you're a fun person to be with, that you're a fun person to talk to, you're a fun person to hang out with, that you are likable, that you drive curiosity in people, like you make people want to think and all that. You bring value. You're not just a leech. You're not just looking for people that you take from. Wait, before we continue with the video, if you have watched up to this point and this video was helpful to you, please like this video so that YouTube can actually promote this video more for more people to view it. And also don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button so that you'll be notified the next time I upload a new video. If this video has been helpful to you, if this channel has been helpful to you in any way, shape or form, please do well to encourage us by sharing it with other people. All right, let's get back to the video. So the first thing in this category that you want to do is to insert yourself in the environment where that guy you like is. This is a trick that I don't even understand how we don't know this, because proximity creates familiarity. That's what it does. So when you find yourself in an environment where the person you like, it makes it easy for that person to actually talk to you. And this is what I did a lot of times, because I'm one of those persons, even as a guy, that I don't really like approaching women out of the blues on the street, like just walk up to you and like, oh, no, no, no. I believe in inserting myself in the same environment those people exist. If there's a small group that they attend, if there's a game that they play, if there's something, anything that they do that I find interesting, or even if I don't necessarily find it interesting, but I could actually develop interest for it, I try to insert myself in that environment, because I know that maybe if it's a game night, we might end up playing games together. Maybe if it's a group discussion, we might end up discussing. And once that familiarity is created, it helps conversations. It helps you to talk more outside of the whole pressure of actually walking to somebody one-on-one to have a conversation. Then the next thing will be for you to start conversation with that guy. Start conversation. See, a lot of the times when we talk about starting a conversation, some women think that starting a conversation with a guy actually means that you're asking that guy out. But that's not true. That's not how it works. The fact that you're starting a conversation with a guy doesn't necessarily mean you're asking that guy out. Starting a conversation is simply starting a conversation. That's what it is. There's nothing else to it. So if you're very good with conversations, you shouldn't be finding this very hard. How are you doing? What are you doing here? Just find something within the environment that interests both of you, or just ask them about the service. If it's in church, if it's in the game, wherever you find the person, ask them something that has to do with that environment, or something that has to do with themselves. Oh, I like your shirt. Where did you get it from? But all you're doing is starting a conversation. Now, once you do that conversation thing, you leave it there and you go your way. You don't have to ask them out. You don't have to give them your number. You don't have to do anything. Just have a conversation for that moment. Then you go your way. Next time, if you see them, have a conversation too. Just normalize having conversation with people. Just the way they will tell you to go to networking events, go and find a job, go and connect with people, and you go to networking events and you're starting conversation with everybody because you want to connect, you want to build your brand or whatever. This is how it works too. Learn how to have conversations. The fact that you're starting a conversation with another brand doesn't necessarily mean that you're asking the brand out. It just means that you're trying to create familiarity. You're trying to get a middle ground where both of you can have more conversation going forward. I hope that's clear. The next thing will be to show interest in something he likes. So one other thing, just like when we talk about you inserting yourself into his environment, you want to show interest. Like you want to ask him questions like, oh, did you watch that football game? Oh, how is the game? How was the plan that you told me about? Like, it's just about you showing interest in what other person is doing. So ask him questions about it, talk to him about it. If you have like a license to get him to attend one, you can offer. If you like, anything that you can do to indicate, oh yeah, I appreciate what you love doing, I appreciate your hobby and stuff like that, just do it. And also, one thing I want you to do, let me just say this clearly. I know that we're saying this thing about getting the guy you like, but I also want you to be genuine about it, because sometimes a lot of people do these things and when it doesn't work, they feel like, oh, I've invested my time, I invested my effort, he said no, or he didn't ask me out. Then it's because like we're doing those things because you just want to get him. But I just want you to do it because you're a nice person. Let me put it that way. Do it because you're a nice person. Do it because you just want to be his friend. Can we do that? Maybe just do it because, not necessarily because you want to date him, but just do it because you want to be his friend. Just in case, if at the end of the day this doesn't work, if he doesn't ask you out or if he doesn't pursue you, then you can actually still see him smile, wave, and just go your way and have conversations too. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you do it because you want him to date you and if he doesn't date you, then it becomes a problem. So don't go through that route. And the next point I want to discuss is making feel seen. Because we live in a generation today where men are always doing things for women. It's always do things for her, do this for her, do that for her. Men want to be seen too. Men want to be appreciated too. So if he tells you something during a conversation, maybe when you started the conversation and you see him the next time and you remind him that thing, oh, how about this? How about that? Just make him feel seen, make him see that you're paying attention. That thing, those things can actually make a man, she's paying attention. Well, because we live in a world where reciprocity is dying every single day when it comes to women to men. Men are expected to do this, and then today we have men who just want to see that the women that they are interested in actually likes them. So what other way to show this man that you like him if it's not reciprocity? And this is more of like reciprocity that comes unspoken. Like you don't have to wait for him to do something before you show it. So it can be you just offering to do something for him, offering to help him do something. And when a man sees that you are offering to do things for him, when he sees that you care, it opens his heart to actually want to ask you out. Because men today, yes, to be honest with you, men today in a larger degree are waiting for these signs. Because yes, they are, in the days past, there were time men will approach women and all that. But today, just because of the bad and negativity that comes with a man asking a woman out, the backlash and everything, some men are now waiting to see, even if it's a drop of sign that, oh, she might be interested. And what I'm telling you to do right now are those drop of signs that you can exhibit for this man to see that you're interested in him. And that will probably help him or push him to now ask you out. I hope that's clear. Another point would be to ask a mutual friend. If you have like a female friend who is his friend, maybe you can try and see if you can go through that your mutual friend to see if this guy actually likes you. Maybe your mutual friend can ask him, what do you think about this person? What do you think about that person? And see if they will say anything positive. And maybe also it could be a male mutual friend too. Sometimes your male friends, if they are close to you and they are your bros, like they got your back, they can also do some investigations for you to see if that guy likes you. And what this does for you is that it helps you to manage your expectation, because when your mutual friends tells you, well, he probably likes another girl, or probably he might not really be interested, it helps you to actually pull back and just just do things on a lighter level at this point, because now you know that this guy might not really be that into you and stuff like that. So if you can use a mutual friend, that's good and fine. And the last thing I want to talk about is also praying about this whole thing, because there is power in prayer. You want to make sure that you are not overstepping. You want to make sure that you're not overpouring yourself, over giving yourself in the wrong place. So you want to pray about it. Ask God to guide your footsteps. Ask God to help you. Ask God to even show you if this is the man for you, to show you signs if you should even be positioning yourself for all this. Because remember, when we talk about Ruth and Naomi, we're talking about positioning. That's why I'm actually bringing this to you, because that's why I'm not calling it pursuing a man. I'm calling it positioning yourself so that the man you like can actually pursue you. So pray about it. Ask God to direct your steps and ask him to just guide you. And let me give you guys a bonus point, because I think you guys deserve a bonus point. The bonus point would be for you to actually compliment him when you see him. Oh, you look good today. Wow, this shirt looks nice. Oh, I love your t-shirt. Oh, your face caps look so good. Wow, that's a great job. These are the things you can actually say to a guy that makes him feel seen. You can make him feel whole. You can make him feel appreciated. And the truth is that if a guy feels appreciated, it's easier for him every single day to actually want to get to be around you. And from getting to be around you, from building healthy friendship, from interacting with each other every day or daily or 2 days, however it is, I don't know, you make your own rule when it comes to that. From doing that, you might start growing closer to each other, and before you know it, he probably will ask you out. And let me be honest with you, like I said earlier, this doesn't mean that it will work 100%. And when you notice that you have poured yourself into this, you have positioned yourself, and you have done everything that I've said in this video, and that guy hasn't made any move, he hasn't asked you out, or he hasn't shown any form of interest that he wants to get to know you more and stuff like that, it's okay to dial back. It's okay to pull away. And I'm not saying maybe not completely like, oh, he didn't ask me out, then I'll stop talking to him. No, still talk to him as a friend, still have conversations, but stop doing too much. Stop, like I will never advise you to do too much, but everything you can do, one or two of the things I've said in this video, or you can take these things I've said in this video step by step. But when you notice that he's not coming forth with asking you out, and you have positioned yourself very well in the way that he should be able to ask you out, and he has not done it, I would just encourage you to pull back a little bit, because the truth is that sometimes people only realize what they have when they're about to lose it. Does that make sense? Some people don't know the value of the things they have until they lose it, or they're about to lose it. So maybe it's in that moment that you pull back a little bit, that he will start to miss, like he'll miss your presence, he'll miss your company, he'll miss you being there. And maybe that's when he will come to his senses that, wow, is this young lady here who has shown me all this kindness and all this interest and everything, and I'm about to lose her. Then he probably might make the move. But still, if he doesn't make the move, that's your answer there, that this guy probably isn't romantically interested in you. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't feel bad. The fact that he's not romantically interested in you doesn't have anything to do with who you are. It's just the way the heart works. The heart wants what it wants, and just the way you have rejected multiple men, you've decided not to date multiple people who come around you. That's just the way he also can decide not to date you. And it has nothing to do with you or do with him. It's just that it wasn't meant to be. So I hope this video was helpful to you. I hope it blessed you, and I want you to subscribe to my channel for more. I want to bring you more. I want to teach you more, but I really need to grow, for more people to see this, for more people to grow. So I want to encourage you to subscribe, hit the notification button so that I'll be notified the next time I upload a new video, and do well to leave a comment if this was helpful to you. If you learned from this, do well to just tell me what you learned from it in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next video. Check out the 2 videos that will be coming up, and I know that they will be a blessing to you. All right guys, catch you in the next video. Bye.